Being able to stay focused and not get distracted is one of the most life-changing skills you can have. Whether you want to improve your studies, work, side hustle, or even just be present with your family, it all requires the ability to concentrate on one thing at a time. Unfortunately, we face distractions all the time, like social media notifications, emails, and messages. It's very easy to get sidetracked with so many options available. The ability to focus is incredibly important. I've learned over the years that the quality of my life is directly related to my ability to concentrate. There were times, like my first year of medical school, where I struggled a lot with focus, felt overwhelmed, and didn't do well in my exams. But as I started to learn more about productivity and even studied psychology, I found these mistakes to avoid and to improve my focus. Applying these techniques can greatly enhance your life, so let's get started. Mistake 1. Not having a plan. The first mistake that leads to distraction is not having a plan. I learned this from reading Nir Eyal's book, Indistractable. In his book, he explains that the opposite of distraction is traction. Traction is when you intentionally do something that moves you toward your goals, while distraction pulls you away from them. To avoid distractions, you need a plan. If you don't have a plan, you can't get distracted because you had no direction to begin with. Distraction happens when you plan to do one thing, but end up doing something else instead. So, if you don't have a plan and sit down at your computer or phone without knowing what you want to do, you'll likely end up doing small, unimportant tasks. Social media platforms are designed to keep you on them as long as possible, serving you ads and content to hold your attention. Therefore, it's crucial to have a plan. Use a calendar to schedule your tasks. When you set specific intentions for your time, you can better focus and make progress toward your goals. Mistake 2. Ignoring how you feel. Even with a plan, you might still get distracted. The second mistake is ignoring your emotions. When we get distracted, it's often because we're avoiding a negative feeling like boredom, anxiety, or self-doubt. It's easy to ignore these feelings, especially for men who might not be used to acknowledging them. For example, when I was writing my book, I often felt anxious and doubted my abilities. This fear made me want to avoid the task, leading me to distractions like checking my phone or watching videos. To overcome this, I used the technique of aiming to produce fast, bad, wrong drafts. This lowered my anxiety by setting a low bar, making it easier to get started. Addressing negative emotions is key to staying focused. Recognize what you're feeling and find ways to manage those emotions rather than letting them drive you to distractions. Mistake 3. Switching between too many tasks. The third mistake is trying to do too many things at once. This concept is known as attention residue, introduced by Professor Sophie Leroy. When you switch from one task to another, your attention doesn't fully transfer right away. Part of your focus remains on the previous task, affecting your performance on the new one. Our brains are not designed to handle multiple streams of attention simultaneously. It's more efficient to focus on one thing at a time. Multitasking might seem productive, but it actually reduces efficiency and increases the likelihood of distraction. To combat this, turn off notifications, use focus modes on your devices, and dedicate specific time blocks for each task. By doing one thing at a time, you'll be more effective and less prone to distractions. Mistake 4. Not taking breaks. The fourth mistake is not taking enough breaks. Research from a tech company found that their most productive employees worked in focused bursts of 52 minutes, followed by 17-minute breaks. These employees were more productive despite working fewer hours because they allowed themselves time to rest and recharge. I find it helpful to work intensely for about 50 minutes and then take a break when I start to feel distracted. The key is to take proper breaks that don't generate more tasks or obligations. For example, don't use your break to check emails or messages, as this can lead to more distractions. Taking regular breaks helps maintain focus and prevents burnout, making it easier to stay on task during your work periods. Mistake 5. Ignoring physical health. The fifth mistake is neglecting your physical health. Your ability to focus is greatly influenced by how well you take care of your body. This includes getting enough sleep, eating healthy, and exercising regularly. For instance, I go to the gym first thing in the morning. Exercising boosts my energy levels and helps me stay focused throughout the day. On days when I don't get enough sleep or skip my workouts, I find it much harder to concentrate. If you're struggling with focus, make sure you're also taking care of your physical health. Good sleep, a balanced diet, and regular exercise are fundamental to maintaining your ability to concentrate. Hopefully, you found these tips helpful. Leave a comment below about one actionable thing you're going to do to improve your focus. This video is the first in a 3-part series on how to be more focused. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.